What's up, everybody? Today I am at Highland Glen Park. But to start this adventure, I'm going to take you back in time to a place called Hardware Ranch that I just went to yesterday. This place is absolutely amazing, so I'm super excited to take you back in time and show you those things.
Hardware Ranch hides deep within the Cache National Forest and just outside the city of Logan, Utah, where I live. We will get into what Hardware Ranch is used for in a minute, but from the visitor center, I was able to see a beautiful Townsend solitaire perched up in a tree in the brisk morning air. In addition to the solitaire, a juvenile bald eagle landed on a telephone pole, and it ended up perching there for over an hour, surveying the scene below. The views were absolutely beautiful, and you can see a herd of amazing creatures below. Elk. We were there specifically for wagon rides through the herd of elk. But as we waited in line, I spotted two golden eagles soaring majestically high in the air above. We then boarded our wagon and made our way into the close presence of the elk. Now these are in fact wild elk. However, every winter the state of Utah feeds them hay. The purpose is to keep the elk from coming down into the valley and eating farmers' crops. It also helps the state test the elk for disease and to put tracking collars on them for research purposes. The feeding season only lasts a few months, and this is to avoid the elk spreading disease amongst themselves, being concentrated in one spot for too long. This young bull elk had a deformed antler, which was a pretty interesting sight to behold. Before I get back to the birds, I want to let you enjoy the elk for a few moments longer. Alright, let's head back to Jordan of the future.
Welcome back to the present. I am at Highland Glen Park, like I mentioned before. We're looking for a number of species. Now, this is just kind of another suburban park. However, there's really cool things here. There's western screech owls reported. There's red-breasted mergansers reported. There's white-throated sparrow, which would be a lifer for me. The owl would be a lifer for me too. But the chances of us seeing that are pretty low. So let's get out of this car and see what we can find. Okay, no red-breasted merganser, no white-throated sparrow yet. But I think I just got my lifer Bonaparte's gull, which honestly is actually better because I didn't know that was going to be here. It's super rare, our stamp for the state of Utah. Well, for this time of year and where we're at, our stamped. I'll actually take that. That's actually so much better. I'm super excited about that. I still have to double check to make sure it is indeed a Bonaparte's gull. But if it's not, I'll interject right here and let you know.
The Bonaparte's gull can be identified by its small size, thin black bill, pink legs, and smudge behind the eye. During the breeding season, the gull will have a completely black head. These gulls can be found throughout most of the United States and Canada, and is the only gull species to regularly nest in trees. The Bonaparte's gull is due for a name change, so let me know in the comments below. What do you think its new name should be?
Which way to go? I think I'm gonna go left. But I'm horrible with directions, so if I get lost and you never hear from me again and you find this footage, I went left. All right, we picked up Woodhouse's scrub jay, which is an awesome bird. It looks just like the California scrub jay, but just a little bit less vibrant. That's a good one to add to the list. We also picked up a whole bunch of California quail, which you guys seem to love. They're really cute birds, and I keep running into them, so I'm getting really lucky with those. Some good birds so far. We do have a little bit more to go on this trail, so let's see what else we can find. Also, I forgot to mention that there's a whole bunch of European starling here, and they're mimicking other bird species. So I'm currently hearing like white-breasted nuthatch, which is a little bit rare for here this time of year, as well as American robin, brown-headed cowbird, but it's all the European starlings who are making those noises, so that's pretty interesting. All right, we picked up our American robin. That makes sense after the starlings were mimicking it earlier. Still looking for that white-throated sparrow, but still super happy with the Bonaparte's gull. I will take it. I will take a lifer any day of the week, every day of the week. I was hearing some tapping, and it sounded kind of like a woodpecker, like boom, 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 a larger woodpecker. And so I sat there and waited to see what it was. And boom, out popped a Woodhouse's scrub jay. A behavior I didn't know about them. I guess they tap sometimes pretty hard against tree trunks. So you learn something new every day when you're out birding. just got some of my best shots ever of a downy woodpecker. So that's absolutely amazing. It's been a great day today. It was kind of a last minute trip that I decided to do to a place that I didn't really look into, to get a lifer and to get some amazing shots of some other beautiful birds. You can't get much better than that. So I think we've hit the other end of the trail. So I may head back the other way, see if we pick up anything new, do a little more research on where the white-throated sparrow was seen, and then get back to you. I also finally got shots of the spotted towhee. It's been eluding me all day. It's a pretty elusive bird, likes to stay in the brush. But this one came a little bit out in the open. The shot's in the sun a little bit. So it's not amazing, but at least I got one on camera. I'm back in the car warming up a little bit. It's 22 degrees when I got out there, so it's absolutely freezing. My hands are hurting right now. The Bonaparte's goal doesn't look like it's here, so it seems like we were in the right place at the right time, and sometimes that's just how birding goes. I'm gonna see if there's any more information on the white-throated sparrow, and then we're gonna go hunting for a little bit longer. All right, so there's no additional information on where the white-throated sparrow was seen, which means that it's going to be a miracle if I find that bird. This park is absolutely huge. The trees are super thick. The chances of me finding that are really low. We're still gonna go out and hunt a little bit. There's a few species I haven't seen. The white-crowned sparrow. Oh, I haven't seen today, I guess. The white-crowned sparrow. I haven't seen the cedar waxwings that have been reported the last couple days. So we're gonna walk around a little bit more. I did see a picture of the screech owls, so I kind of know what type of situation we're dealing with. It is smart, however, with sensitive species to not list exactly where to find them. A sensitive species would be an owl, for example. So I do not blame anyone for not telling people where the owls are. I think that's actually ethical. This park, like I said before, this park is huge, so I don't mind saying, like, you know, there was a screech owl seen here. The thing is that it's on eBird, it's public information. I'm just not gonna be specific on where it's found. Now, with endangered species and more sensitive species like spotted owls, for example, I wouldn't even film just to protect the birds. So make sure you're practicing good birding ethics, especially with owls. It's another needle in a haystack situation. This park is huge. Let's see what else we can find. All right, so I spent over an hour looking for the western screech owl and the white-throated sparrow. Unfortunately, couldn't find either. I think I found one of the old nest cavities that screech owls have been seen in previously. However, they don't seem to be occupied, and also it's the middle of the day, so the chances of me seeing an owl, well, specifically a screech owl in the middle of the day, is very low. If you're in the area and you want to help me out with my owl list, let me know. I've got great horned owl and I've got barn owl. Other than that, I don't have anything. I'll definitely be getting burrowing owl this summer. Other than that, I definitely need to work on my owl skills a little bit. It was amazing to see that Bonaparte's goal. That is a lifer for me. I'm so excited about that one. Let me know in the comments below. What's your most recent lifer that you've gotten on your list? Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright Eyed Birding.